All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Griff. Quick video here concerning the right to counsel. All right. And this is just a follow up to a video that I did the other day about the reverse mortgage and doing the reverse mortgage, breaking or just breaking that down for everybody. Somebody asked a question: do I leave two copies of the right to counsel? And I said, I do what the instructions say. Sometimes I've been given instructions to do it, sometimes I have not. It's just that simple. Um, my thought is if you want me to leave two copies, just tell me to leave two copies and I will. Sometimes there's only two copies that sign, so I can't leave both copies because then there's nothing going back to the signer, which means if you want me to leave two copies, but I've only had to print two copies, because sometimes this happens, you get either two or three copies of the right to counsel to have signed. So if you want me to leave two copies, well, technically I did leave two copies because it's in their copy. The set that I'm giving them, it's in there. Now, if you're saying you need me to leave two executed copies, well, I could actually just have them sign those two over there. I mean, I could, for as the fact that they received them, not the counsel side, but the receiving part that they received them. So I could do that. Or I could have them sign one of those and then give one of the two that I'm signed. So there's a lot of different ways this can be done, but you need some clear guidance and instructions. And thank you for hitting the like button, sharing, and commenting. Um, but I just do what the instructions say. And if the instructions tell me to do it, they want that, then fine. That's what I do. So let me share this with y'all real quick. So I have a right to count, not right because I have a reverse mortgage to do, and this is what I found for his instructions of what they want me to do with regards to them. And this is the page that was right in front of the set of the right to counsel. And it was only one set because it's only one person signing. So it says the borrower is required to retain two of the three executed original documents entitled Home Equity Conversion Mortgage Right to Counsel. And when they say executed, meaning signed. So they'll be signing saying that they receive copies of the right to counsel, and then two out of those three will be left with them, and then one, as it's saying here, only one should be returned to the lender. Not a problem. I can do that. And then the borrower must retain two copies of the notice of right to counsel. Not a problem. That will be done. But you got to tell me what it is that you desire me to do because each company is different. So if you have like, let's say Mr. Cooper, and then you have, well, let me see, what's the title? I can't even think of it. Well, like one of my areas called priority title and escrow. So a priority title, and then you have also Old Republic. So of Old Republic, and then you have one called Orange Coast. So you got these three different title companies. Which one wants two copies left behind and which one doesn't? And all they have to do is just tell us. But what that shows you there is that there's some companies that will specifically tell you how they want things done. If they don't tell you, then you could just call them and say, "Hey, how do you want it done?" Or send them a note back or something. But this thing of we have of going around telling everybody they have to do this when you don't know what that person's state requires, as well as what the signing company or title company that hired them requires. Let's just say they had them sign via DocuSign, and they're like, okay, you signed two copies via DocuSign, you have those in your that was emailed to you, and then you just signed the one with the notary. It could probably be done that way. I don't know the legalities behind that. But what I'm saying is that it's not cut and dry that because you do it, and this isn't to my lady Wanda, okay? Because me and Wanda was the one asking the question, and it was a great question to ask. But this is why I'm very cautious about just jumping out here and doing stuff because somebody said so. Okay, why are we doing it that way? Well, that's what my state tells me to do. The moment you get into the thing of I'm doing what I'm doing because my state tells me to do it, you have to you have to preface everything you say with that. If you're just saying, "Well, make sure you leave copies of the right to cancel," did your state say that's what you have to do, or did the lender say that's what you have to do, or the title company? Whoever told you, you need to preface that with that statement. The title company told me, or this particular title company tells me to do it this way, and this company tells me to do it that way, because it's not the same across the board. Notary laws aren't the same. Mortgage documents aren't the same. So you can't go in trying to execute every single one exactly the same, because it could get you in trouble. It could cause you to get blacklisted. It could cause a whole lot of trouble. So you got to make sure, you got to make sure you understand fully what you're supposed to be doing. But this is clear. This is what it's telling us what we're to do. And you either do it or you don't. For me, I'm going to do this. I've already got it set up. I've already prepped the documents, and this what I will be doing. And I'll link the video, put a link up there to the video from the other day, and all of that. Um, I'll put it up here and everything. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you that I wasn't talking out the side of my neck, and I know my girl Wanda, she wasn't thinking that. Me and her tight. But me and maybe some of you other folk out there thought, "Oh, great, Griff, you just making us." I'm telling you, sometimes they have instructions that specifically tell you what to do, and sometimes they won't. And if you ever feel you should do something, you need to contact them, the people who paying you, and ask them. Just like I've been asked many, many times about, "Hey, somebody asked me to do such and such, but I didn't do it because I didn't feel comfortable." Not a problem. Okay, you didn't feel comfortable. Well, in your state, what do you do? I do what my state law says. Well, what should I do in my state? What your state law says. That's the answer that I can give you. I'm not going to tell you, okay, do it this way when I don't know whether or not that's applicable in your state. And if I do tell you, it's specifically how I've done something, especially if I've done it, which means that's why I can tell you, then I'm going to preface it that this is what we do in Virginia. This is what my state law says. So don't try to get somebody to give you an answer just to give you an answer, because that's dangerous. Because the question then becomes, will you run with it like, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do because I can't find the answer on my own, or I'm unwilling to find the answer on my own? I don't know which one it is, but I do know you need to get it straight, so that you're not out here doing something wrong, listening to the wrong person. But that's it. So I want to hear your comments and hear what you got to say in the comment section. We see the instructions, tells me what I need to do for the right to cancel. I go execute it just as they said. Then you may have a signing that doesn't give you any instructions. And somebody's telling you, "Oh, you have to do it." Did the company who hired me tell me to do it that way? It's either yes or no. And you need to ask them. And if you're unwilling to inquire, then you shouldn't be in this business. It's that simple. I mean, because we need to find out exactly what people want us to do so we're doing things correctly in accordance with our state law. All right. Well, y'all have a good one. It's almost 1 in the morning, and I'm carrying my little happy butt to bed. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.